When I think of New Orleans, I think of vampires. When I think of vampires, I think of Antonio Banderas' Armand. Gotta give kudos to the most recent version of Armand as well. Assad's money. Since I can't visit Dracula's castle in New Orleans, it's fitting to want to explore spooky places that revolve around the theme. Here are 3 places in the French Quarter that cater to those of you who want a taste of vampiric Gothic elegance. The New Orleans Vampire Café, Boutique du Vampyre, and Boutique du Vampire's Apothecary. Here we are at our first stop, the Vampyre Café. The menu was stunning. I mean, look at the spooky imagery. I love when restaurants do this because it really ties in with the overall theme. I love that there was classic vintage pictures and logos and everything. Reminded me of Haunted Mansion, the Clue board game, you know? The drink menu in particular was especially clever with their drink names. Lots of ties to vampire culture. For example, I myself ordered the Nosferatu. 10 out of 10, I must say. Alright, so I ordered the lamb stew and Nosferatu, and overall wanted to soak in the vibe of the place. Let it all sink in. Sink in like vampire teeth to a near. Okay, anyways, let's talk about the interior design of the place. It was very cozy. It felt like you were transported to some cafe in Europe. Chandelier especially adds a touch of elegance, but especially with the orange lighting. I loved that. This was a great place to just chill and hang out with friends, colleagues, whoever. I mean, very relaxing, quiet and quaint atmosphere, I must say. As a solo traveler, I thought, this is it. And so my legendary tea arrived, Nosferatu. I was obsessed with this tea. I especially loved the cute little teacup and saucer that it came in. What was really fun is that you got to mix the tea and have the color seep out, which gave a really nice reddish color to it, which I know they did on purpose, and I absolutely loved it. It's hot. Never mind. Yeah, it was hot as the devil, but I went in for it. Take 2. So hot. Okay, this is clever. Yeah, they made the sign of the cross with their silverware. I thought that was fucking great. I mean, wow. And the lamb stew came out. It was a delicious dinner. What I thought was cute was that little small bitty island of rice in the middle, trying its best not to get drowned by the overwhelming mass of lamb stew. I'm actually salivating. Looking at this, it was so good. Take me back there now. I want to eat that again. It was delicious, even with the little snowball of rice in the middle. Once again, it was hot as the devil, but I powered through. It was so savory. Yeah, and the tea was so good I asked for a second cup. Just ask for hot water. It's free. This was around the time that I started to see little Easter eggs, like these cute bats. And ooh, what is that? A movie poster? No, it's an interview with a vampire reference. Nice. And so I was beginning to wind down with my second and last cup of Nosferatu, and I made up my mind to buy that tea if possible. So I had one last look at the ethereal, orange, flickering glow of the chandelier and waved goodbye to the sassy skeleton. So the check came, and it was pretty cool. They give you a little card with a password that you whisper to a speakeasy, a card to the apothecary, and little vampire bite tattoos. LOL. And so ends the delightful time in the Vampire Cafe. The waitress was great and got me a to-go cup and told me that I could get this tea next door at the boutique. So good I got it to go. Really quick before we go check out the boutique, I wanted to give you a little peek inside the bathroom, which carried on the theme. Okay, this is the best thing I've seen. I really appreciated it. I mean, come on. They had a cross on the door of the bathroom, and the mirror and the wallpaper was really, really cute. And with the little shimmy and a dance, it was time to go. And here we are outside. The sun is set. And you can see that they advertise their famous blood bags. I just didn't get it this time, but definitely get it if you want. And here is the outside view of the cafe where you can peek into the window. Just thought you would appreciate the other street view. And of course the charming outdoor seating if you so choose to partake in. And as we make our way down the street, right next door to the Vampyre Cafe is the Boutique du Vampyre. Let's go inside and check it out. Now, if you watched my other video, you might be getting a sense of deja vu, because I'm using the exact same effing footage as that video. Once again, everything on the door is beautiful. I mean, this sign alone is just chef's kiss. This is all cute. Or should I say vampire's kiss? Anyways, here we are inside the Boutique du Vampyre, where we are immediately greeted by a coffin and the head of Dracula. Sorry, we're dead, says the sign. Care for a coffin break? Oh! Yes, those were just a few examples of the little knickknacks and fun kitschy things that you'll find in this delightfully vampirically themed store. They had books, magnets, dolls, little figurines, t-shirts, and other cute things, but I was on a mission for the nectar of the gods, the Nosferatu. Oh wow, just look at those stunning bat pieces of art. Anyhow, I stumbled upon the tea section. I searched far and wide in the nooks and crannies, but lo, after asking a sales associate, there was no Nosferatu. Suffice it to say, I was devastated. But I did stumble upon this vampire adventure map. Hey, that seems like a good idea for any of y'all wanting to, officially look around New Orleans for those type of places. As a matter of fact, one of the places I noticed that was marked on the map was Dark Matter, which I checked out the day before, and I highly recommend it. It has a lot of unique displays and spooky items. On to our next adventure. In the heart of the French Quarter, across the legendary Preservation Hall, is the Apothecary. An eerie presence, completely lit up in red lighting. And look, in the window, a sign. Caution, Vampire danger zone, dusk to dawn daily. Ah yes, the Apothecary. It calls to me. Let us go inside. Beyond that, this is also the location of where you start a haunted tour, so hey, check that out if you want. But once you are granted permission to enter, you will revel in the beautiful decor of the inside, just like you have stepped inside some whimsical fairyland safe haven, a sort of apothecary. I mean, it's the namesake of this place, and it is so awe-inspiring, and as the kids say, the vibes were lit. Like the Vampyre Cafe, it had gold embossed ceiling tiles, and honestly, that just ties into the elegance, the gothic elegance of the place. So it was like a nice mixture of cottagecore whimsy to, 1920s Art Deco speakeasy magic. It's pretty cool that the mood of the place will shift based on the lighting, depending on what part of the cafe you're in. So if you're not there just for a drink and would like to sit down and have dinner, there are cute little rooms with fairy lighting and dried plants hanging off the ceiling where you can have that comfortable, cozy area where you can chat with your friends and just enjoy the overall ambience. And once again, this place has little Easter eggs and ties to historic or cultural references that are fun to look at. I'd say this place was very well thought out and really adds to the spooky atmosphere when you're looking for a place that has gothic elegance and gothic vampire romance. Speaking of romance, that chair was calling to me, and it was time for a drink. Much like the Vampyre Cafe, the drinks had awesome names, and I decided to go for a mocktail, the Earl Grey French, and it did not disappoint, let me tell you. Now they had to open a fresh bottle of non-alcoholic champagne, and let me tell you, I am riding that wave of non-alcoholic drinks, because call me rare, but I fucking hate alcohol. I hate the taste of it. I mean, I had maybe a phase when I was 21 where I've rarely had whiskey or a buttery nipple. I'm trying to remember the handful of drinks I've ever had. Oh, I had a grasshopper remember the last time I came to New Orleans, and it originated here, which is why I got it, and that tasted delicious. Recommend. Anyways, she's pouring in the Earl Grey syrup mixture, which was so tasty. And with a final twist of lemon zest as a garnish, the drink was ready to go.
Thank you.
And I took a sip, and the flavor was subtle, not a punch of flavor, but overall okay. It was delightful in a subtle way. And thus ends our delightful journey in visiting 3 vampire-themed places in the French Quarter of New Orleans. Stay spooky, my friends, and see you in the next video.